Hi guys, welcome to another Steam review. Today I want to review The Swiss Army Man, who basically a new film that came out, and it stars Daniel Radcliffe, Paul Daniel, and it's directed by Daniels, who directed the crazy, insane turn out for what video with the guy just having sex with everything, just goes around the Japanese guy who just has sex with like everything in his house, and it just completely insane, and sort of brings that insanity to this film, which is basically about this guy in brink of suicide, is just about to like kill himself and on the island, and this strange sort of person arrives, and it's Dan Radcliffe's character. He's like this dead-like body who has this sort of consciousness and can literally do anything anything he wants. Like he, at this one point, he sort of like uses his farts to as a jet propulsion, and like he rides him all the way to like freedom. It's like insane, and that's just the first 5 minutes of the film, and it's just completely weird. It's easily the most unique film this year, and I props to that. Like, well done to Daniels. This is the first film they've made, and it's just like there's so much stuff in here, like just little hints and like details they put into the film, just how sort of emotional it sort of gets towards the end, and I like the emotion they sort of bring upon it. I just don't like the suavity they bring upon it, like the ideals, because it just gets a bit awkward like throughout the film, when they sort of start talking about life and in this very immature way, and it's a bit awkward at times and a bit sort of pointless, because it all revolves around like sort of dick jokes or like fart jokes, and I'd easily say it's a good film. It's a fun film, especially fun for all the insane stuff that happened, like the insane montages, like with the weird a cappella sung by Daniel Radcliffe and Paul Daniel himself. Like, just like it's weird and just in the film, and it's just, I like how they sort of make fun of films like Castaway and just like the survival films, just putting them to like this ridiculous situation where literally they can just survive anything. And I think this one part they actually like fight a bear, and Daniel Radcliffe's character has like a fart on a sort of a fire. It fires himself at the bear, punches it in the face, and it's just insane. It's really it's just weird. Like it's not weird in a bad way, because like it's weird in like you don't really expect what's going to happen, and you don't really expect what can happen in this sort of story, and I really think it's worth watching. It's definitely worth watching if you sort of, yeah, it's just worth watching because it's just so unpredictable, so just you don't really expect what's going to happen, and most of it is insane, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it from start to finish, and I would really suggest like anyone go and watch it. Like, sadly, I do think some of the jokes, like especially the fact that they sort of revolve around these sort of fart and very like immature, crude humour, is very like sort of lowbrow at some points. Like some of the jokes don't really fly for me because it's not really my sort of humour, and like when they sort of like it, like they start on an island and then they get to like this forest area, and the whole goal is to literally get home, and sadly it seems a bit pointless because it seems like they're just wasting time most of the time, because they sort of create this whole like weird world out there, and it sort of makes it as sort of this sort of viewpoint into like Paul's character, like showing how lonely and like sad his life is. Like, it's pretty because there's like this certain point where at near the end when like you're not really sure if like Danny Radcliffe's character Manny is actually real, and that's actually quite like effective, and it turns out he is real, and it's pretty and the ending, it's like the ending is a bit like abrupt. The ending is a bit like, it's just, it seems like the film was like not long enough. Like the film didn't have enough like send off to like Manny's character, and in my opinion, like I thought Manny's character needed a bit more like time to sort of say his goodbyes and stuff, like so. Yeah, and that's all I really thought was like really bad about the film. Apart from that, it's like completely fun and just a massive roller coaster of like insane, crazy stuff that's happening. And I'd easily give this probably a 3.5 out of 5. And comment below what films you want me to review. See you again on another Steel Review.
Hi guys. If you're watching this means you haven't subscribed, so it's pretty simple. Even a baby can do it. Just subscribe. Just click the button with your finger. This finger right here. This finger. Just click.